The value of a car that is decreasing exponentially each year is depicted by this equation. Find the values of the following parts of the equation. So, what would be your initial value? What did we start with for this exponential growth equation? Sorry, decay, I should say. Well, we always know what we start with is this number in front of the percent rate of change, or the growth or decay factor. So this right here is going to be what we look at for your initial value. So this car looks like it started with $30,000. So that's a pretty nice car. Now the next question is percent rate of change. Well, the percent rate of change is always that powered piece, the thing with the power next to it. And you can tell it's a decay because this is smaller than 1. This is not an 83% decay. It's how far from 1 is that. So let's see, if I take $1 and I have 83 cents, that was a 17-cent drop. So since it's a 17-cent drop, I think of that as a 17% decay. So this car is decaying at 17% each year, because we're going by years. Next one, my final amount. Well, is it the X or the 5,000? Well, hopefully you can realize the 5,000 is my final amount. So this car really shrunk in value. Hopefully it didn't go that fast, but we'll see. My final value is what we're equal to. It's always the end. The final equal to this is my final value. So my final value is $5,000. So I started with this. This is the rate of decay, and this is how much. So what does X represent? Well, X is time. So describe it in context of the problem, though, is, well, the whole problem is, let's put this all together into one statement. And here's what I mean by that. This is talking about a car that is decreasing at 17% a year, and it wants to know how many years it would take for the car to be worth $5,000. So let's do this. It's basically saying, how long will it take this $30,000 car to decay in value to $5,000 if it decays by 17% each year. There's different ways of saying it. That's not the best sentence. I actually don't like my own sentence. But you have to be able to describe then, how did you go from 30,000 to 5,000 at this rate, and it's saying how many years did it take, how long did it take? And that is what it's trying to find. That is what X is telling you. And we will learn how to solve that in the future.